and that's a walk. We got runners on first and third. 1 run in already this inning. I'm still trying to get situated, and now it looks like the sun's going to come out. That's going to ruin my day on this field. That's terrible for broadcasting from. Shows bunt, runner advances, and we've got a stolen base, second and third. That ball is hit, and it is foul. A long foul ball for a strike. And that's a ball. It's at least 1 ball and 1 strike. Not 100% sure of the count. There's a ground ball. Foul. So it was at least 2 strikes.
Come on, take it yourself. Let's go.
Oh, and the internet is choppy back there. That ball is hit left field. Oh, just past a diving left fielder. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Maybe. There's the play at the plate. Tag is missed. And Dylan Vecchio is able to advance to third on the throw. Now, first pitch to Daniel is a strike.
One last thing. How many laps are you
Good job.
Play is made at first for out number 2. So with 2 outs and a runner on third, in steps Anthony Farrell to the plate. First pitch of Farrell in there, called strike 1. Pitch is low, ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike to Anthony. And is now 1 ball and 2 strikes to Farrell. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3-0. It's a lead, swing and a miss, strike 3. And that'll do it for the Fury, but they pick up 3 runs in their first half of the inning. Coming up are the Dirtbags, the Sportsyard Dirtbags coming to the plate. First pitch to Angel is a ball. One 0 is foul back. Strike one. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Angel. That one bounces, ball 2. Bailey, can you see his jersey number? Oh, sorry, I didn't know you were on the phone, bud. That's in there. Called strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Angel. Angel is the pitcher for Sportsyard. That pitch misses outside. Ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch to Angel. Inside, ball 4. Angel works himself a leadoff walk here. So with the runner on first, that brings up Corey, the second baseman for the Dirtbags. First pitch throw back to first. Nothing happening there. Throw back again. This one gets thrown away. And the Angel's going to take off and go to second base. Here's the first pitch to Corey. Misses low, ball 1. That one's outside and low, ball 2. That's going to allow Angel to go to third. He's going to round halfway down the baseline. Now he's going to retreat back to third base. Here's the 2-0 to Corey. Call, strike 1. If you see this guy's jersey number? 7. I'm going to need that first time through. Swung on, rocked down, third base line, foul. Strike number 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Corey, number 7, the second baseman. Here's the 2-2 to Corey. Swung on, ripped this one hard down to third base. Fielded by Daniel. Throw over the first is in time. He'll score the run, though. So Corey gets an RBI on the play. And Sportsyard closed the deficit to 3-1 here in the first inning. That'll bring up Derek. First pitch to Derek, called strike 1. He's too far away from the camera behind the plate. I can't read his number on the screen either. Swung on. Oh, number 2. That one's tipped off. No balls and 2 strikes to Derek. 0-2 comes in high, ball one, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, that one is launched out to left field. Fielded out there and thrown in. It is a nice clean single for Derek. And that'll bring up Chase. Chase is the catcher for the Sportsyard Dirtbags. A pitch misses, ball one. Here's the 1-0 from Cash Stuber. Runner is off, takes off for second, pitches a ball, throw is just high. It's a stolen base for Derek. So 2 balls and no strikes on Chase. Runner on second, 1 out, 1 run in. Throw back to second. And Derek is back safely. The 2-0 from Stuber. In there, call, strike one. Throw back to second. Derek in time. Here's the 2-1. In there, call, strike two. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Chase. Is fouled off. There's a pitch to Chase, swung on, hard hit, and just gets underneath the glove of the second baseman. That'll score a run. It's an RBI single for Chase. I'll bring up AJ, number 11. First pitch popped up. Oh, this one's just behind me. I can't get it. Strike one. There's the 0-1 to AJ. When it gets away, it's a ball, and that's going to allow Chase to take second. He's going to hold up there. No, he's going to third. Throw to third is in time. Good job paying attention there as Chase is thrown out at third. I understand being aggressive, but may not have been the wisest decision by Chase. I'm sure Coach will explain why right now. Pitch goes behind AJ. It is 2 balls and 1 strike on AJ. Three balls and 1 strike. Swung on, that one's foul. Strike 2, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on, 2 runs in. The payoff pitch to AJ. That is ball 4. AJ's looking over his shoulder as he's seen just how far back that ball was. That'll bring up the center fielder, Matt. There's the first pitch to Matt. Swung on, ground ball to first, picked up, taken by himself. 3 unassisted for out number 3. So the Sportsyard pick up 2 runs. And after 1 inning of play, the Fury lead by a score of 3-2. And that first pitch is a strike. Who's at bat? Who's that? Nick? That one misses for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike on Nick Grant. Nick sends this one out to right field. Right fielder coming over. Makes it. It pops out of his glove. It popped out of his glove. Is he foul or fair, though? Looks like he was fair. I didn't hear foul or fair, and I certainly couldn't tell by looking over my shoulder through my armpit. So Nick reaches on an E9. That'll bring up Gavin Gwynn. Swinging and missing at the first pitch. Gavin Gwynn 0-1. Swings and misses at an outside pitch. 0-2. One tipped off and held on to. Out number 1. So with 1 out, that brings up Joe Wardall. First pitch to Joe in there, called strike 1. That one's low for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike on Joe. Throw back behind Nick at first. Doing 2 balls and 1 strike on Joe. Balls and 1 strike. 2 outs. 1 out, 1 out, 1 out. You're right. And ball 4. Runners at first and second. So runners at first and second. Here comes Lucas Resigno. First pitch of Lucas called strike 1. Pitcher. Umpire just noticed the pitcher's got his batting gloves hanging out of his pocket. You can't do that. Bailey called that on his very first pitch. Here's the 0-1 to Lucas. 1 bounces. 1-1. And Nick takes off a third, and he makes it. Conversation between third base coach and the first base runner. Might sound like a father-son interaction. Now it's called strike, and Joe takes off for second, and he is there. can always tell when coach is yelling at his own kid. That ball gets away. It's a ball. Both runners are going to advance on that one. It is now 4-2. Two balls, two strikes, one out, one run in, one runner on third for Lucas Resigno. Pitch to Lucas, swung on, ground ball to the pitcher, throw over to first in time. Out number two. Joe's got to hold up at third base. So with two outs, that brings up Cameron Dallin. First pitch misses, ball one. Hey, that's the umpire. So 1-0. Swung at one, out of the zone, strike one. That one's in the dirt. Just gets away. Ball two. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Dallin. One's outside, ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs on Cameron Dallin. Swung on. First base side, gets past the second baseman. Cameron's got himself an RBI single. There is much rejoicing. Stuber to the plate. Big swing and a miss on Cash. And Cameron's off. His older brother said that he should slide. Older brother must want to do laundry. What is it, 2-0 to Cash? Oh, 1-1. Well, instead, Cash will just get a hit, and we don't have to worry about that anymore. Cameron's going to come around third and score. It is now 6-3. RBI single for Cash. That brings up Brett DeGrenier. Brett sends this one into the outfield, and that's going to drop down between the left and center fielder. Center field's going to come over and pick that ball up. He gets thrown into the cutoff, and there are runners at first and third now with 2 outs. That brings up Colton to the plate. First pitch to Winslow, little high, ball 1. One ball and no strikes on Colton. Swung on and fouled off, strike 1. That's in there, called strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Colton. That one's high for a ball. That gets away. That's going to allow both runners to advance. It is now 7-3. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on second for Colton Winslow. Two is fouled off. We'll do that pitch again. Low and inside, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Winslow. Misses, ball 4. So runners at first and second now for Dylan Vecchio. Two outs for the Fury. Pitch high, ball 1. There's the 1-0, bounces, ball 2. Ball gets away, both runners going, and they are safe. Runners at second and third as that ball got away from the catcher. Timeout is called. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runners at second and third. Pitch in there, call, strike 1, 2 balls and 1 strike now on D-Vec. 1 ground ball, third base side, foul. Cleanly fielded by the third base coach. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on for Divek. Pitch from Angel fouled off. Spoils another one there. Here's the payoff where the 2-2 bounces, gets away, ball 3. That's going to allow 1 run to score. And the other one moves up. So with the runner on third now, it's a full count on Divek. 2 outs. Angels just 1 pitch away from getting out of this one. Swung on, popped up. Angel calling for it, makes the grab for out number 3. So Colton's run does not count. But the Fury pick up 5 runs in their half of the second inning. Coming up in the bottom of the second inning for the Sportsyard Dirtbags, it's Matt, Blake, Cameron, Noah, Nolan, and Cameron. 2 Camerons. You shouldn't let that happen. That must be confusing. Two and 0 to Matt. Here, Bailey. 2-1. Three 1 now. 3 balls and 1 strike on Matt. Called strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Matt. We got there. Anthony's pitching now for the Fury. Here's the 3-2 pitch from Anthony. High, ball 4. So Matt works a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the second inning. Pitch outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. That one misses, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner is going, takes off for second, and the throw is in time! Lucas Resigno nails another one! 3 balls and 1 strike on the batter, 1 out. No runners. And that's a ball. You know what? I may have missed a batter somewhere. Alright, sorry, so I think this is Noah at bat. Number 2-3. Right, does that kid look like the right fielder? Yeah, I didn't have numbers though. High, 2-1. There is a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes on player I believe to be Noah. Pitch from Anthony. Called strike 3. So that'll bring up Nolan. First pitch high for a ball. Anthony deals. Just low, 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That's ball 3. 3 balls and 1 strike on number 23. Or 22. It's number 22, right? Yeah, number 22. 23 already struck out. And that's a walk. So runners on first and second with 2 outs. I think this is another camera. What number is this kid? this is another Cameron. Swing and a miss, strike one. Anthony steps off to make the runners go back to their bases, and back to their bases they go. That one is fouled off, strike two. Another 22. Oh, these kids are killing me. One ball and two strikes. Pitch from Anthony sent up into the air. Center field, Cameron Dallin underneath it, makes the grab for out number 3. Well, Nolan's a little confused on how many outs there were. So after 2 innings of play, the Fury lead 8-3. Coming up in the top of the 3rd inning for Fulton, it's Daniel, Anthony, Nick, Gavin, and Joe. So, new pitcher on the mound. It's one of the 22s. First pitch is a ball. Nope. I will. 2-0. There's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. That's ball 4. I guess it was 3 balls and 1 strike now, wasn't it? So Daniel works himself a leadoff walk. That brings up Anthony Farrell to the plate. First pitch to Anthony is a ball. Throw back to first, not in time. Daniel gets back. Throw back to first again. Daniel safe again. Pitch gets away from the catcher. 2 balls and no strikes. Swung on, fouled off, strike 1. Here's the 2-1 to Anthony. Low and in the dirt, ball 3, I mean. Fouled off. Full count now. Here's the payoff pitch to Farrell. Low, ball 4. Runners at first and second now for Nick Grant. So back-to-back walks here in the top of the 3rd. Here comes Nick. Nick reached on an E9. That was a great diving attempt by the right fielder, but as he landed, that ball popped out of his glove. Very difficult play to make. Well, that pitch is in there for a called strike. Called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Nick has got to protect now. And that one's a ball. Called strike 3. Grant goes down looking. So with 1 out, that brings up Gavin Gwynn. Gwynn struck out swinging his first at-bat. So 1 out, runners at first and second. Here's the first pitch to Gavin. That goes inside for a ball. It's going to allow both runners to advance. Runners are now at second and third. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runners at second and third. Pitch to Gavin, swung and missed, strike 1. Looks like Gavin got handcuffed on that one. That one way inside, ball 2. That's going to allow the runners to move up again. 9-3. Here's the 2-1 to Gavin. Swung on. Chopper to second. Fielded by the second baseman. Throw to first is in time for out number 2. But Gavin picks up an RBI. He does his job. And picks up the RBI. So with a 10-3 lead and nobody on and 2 outs, here's Joe Wardaw. First pitch to Joe is a little behind him, ball 1. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Two O's low, ball 3. The 3-0 to Wardaw. No thought of swinging. Ball 4 it is. So Joe has a 2-out walk. So with 2 outs, here's Lucas Resigno. Hmm, 10-2. Whoops. I have the wrong score up there. It is 10-2. Go back to first, not in time. Now you can see Joe doesn't need to dive back to first. That means his lead's not big enough. First pitch is a ball. 1-0 to Joe. To Lucas. This is Lucas at the plate. Joe's on first. That's called strike 1. Joe is off on the pitch. It's a chopper. Fielded by the first baseman. Throw over to first. Offline. Tag is missed. He's safe. Joe's going to go to third. That throw is off. Joe's going to score. Lucas is going to second. And it is 11-2. With the runner on second. So Joe scores. Lucas gets the second on an E1. That throw is way offline. Would have beat him. So with 2 outs and a runner on second, here's Cameron Dallin to the plate. First pitch to Cameron. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Alright, it's in there. Called. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Cameron. One's inside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Swung on. Foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Cameron. Runner on second, 2 outs. Swung on Cameron, sends this one up into the air. Left fielder underneath it. Not going to make the grab. It's foul. He was right there. He really, I don't know how he didn't get that. Really difficult to tell from this far away. So we'll do the 1-2 pitch again. Cameron sends this one down the left field line again. This one even more foul. Cameron's just collecting a bucket of balls down in that left field corner. That one goes to the third base player. Throw over to first. Not. Oh! We'll have to check the replay on that one, ladies and gentlemen. So Cameron throwing out. What was that? Where'd that come from? Third base? Agreed. But 3-run score. And the Fury now lead 11-2. Coming up in the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's the top of the lineup. Angel, Corey, Derek, and Chase. All right, after video review of that last out, it is confirmed the ruling on the field stands. Not like it was going to get reversed, but the umpire got it right. Cameron was out by that much. First pitch to, I think this is Angel, is a ball. Swung on, popped up, foul, out of play, strike 1. All right, is this kid number 5? The 1-1 to Angel. This one's popped straight up. Cash calls for it, makes the grab for out number 1. So with 1 out, that brings up Corey. Corey got an RBI ground out his first at-bat. Can't do that this time. First pitch to Corey's a ball way outside. Luke is unable to reach it. That one's grounded into left field. Left fielder not able to make that pickup. And Corey makes it all the way to second. So it is a single, though. Corey had that single. Reaches second on that bobble. That'll bring up Derek to the plate. Derek lunges out at that first pitch. Goes into left field. This one is caught by Joe out there. He throws that ball in. Gets away from Nick. Oh, Joe's pitching, I mean. I'm sorry. You know what? Whatever. 2 outs now. Runner on second. I can't see that far. Who's out in left field? Is that Gavin? I think that's Gavin. So that'll bring up Chase. Chase had an RBI single his first at-bat. First pitch from Joe to Chase is a ball. That one misses, ball 2. Joe steps off and throws back behind Corey. Corey steps back safely. There's a little bit of skip rope as Corey goes to third. It is now 3 balls and no strikes on Chase. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Chase clearly of the school that on a 3-0 pitch, you're going to get a fastball right down the middle. You should murder it. And if you do, I guess you should. 3-1 bounces in, ball 4. Chase takes first base. Runners at the corners now for AJ. So, sorry about that. I was having some computer issues. I think we are okay now, though. Uh-oh. It works often. Aren't we playing this weekend? All right, thanks for sticking with me. I had some computer issues. They've been fixed. I apologize. You missed at the. I mean, I can't control the internet, but the bottom of the third inning ended. Chase was stealing second on a fastball. Lucas came up firing. Chase tried to run back to first to allow Corey enough time to score, but got tagged out before Corey scored, so no runs that inning. AJ was at the plate at the time, so he will return to the plate in the bottom of the fourth inning. Now for the top of the fourth, stepping in is Cash Stuber to lead it off for the Fury. Dude, the internet is terrible here. That one is swung on by Cash. The third throw over to first is in time for out number one. So with one out, that brings up Brett DeGrenier. That 3-0 is called, strike one. And it's ball four. That pitch misses for a ball. 1-0 to Colton with the runner on first. That pitch misses. 2-0. Bounces, 3 balls and no strikes. So we've had some connection issues out here, so I will upload a clean copy of this later tonight. That one misses, ball 4. Runners at first and second now for Dylan Vecchio. So back-to-back walks here for the Fury in the top of the fourth inning. First pitch to Dylan's outside, ball 1. That one bounces, ball 2. There's a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike on Divek. There's the 2-1. Bounces, ball 3. That's going to allow both runners to advance. Runners at second and third now. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third base for Dylan Vecchio. D-Vec, as they call him. Ball 4, the bases are loaded. So this is Corey on the mound now, and he has walked the bases loaded for Daniel Douglas. Daniel's got some power. It's 393 to center field here, though. He doesn't have that much power. First pitch swung on. Ground ball is short. Throw over to second for 1. On to first. Pulls him off the bag. Play at home. Not in time. Safe at home. So Daniel reaches on a fielder's choice. 6-4. But 2-run score. He gets 2 RBIs, I think. It is now 13-2. I believe it is 1-0 now to Anthony. Anthony helps the pitcher out. Swings at a high one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Daniel dives back safely. 1 ball, 1 strike on Anthony Farrell. One bounces across, 2 balls and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Catcher faked the throw behind Daniel. Daniel's only 1 step off the bag, though. Came back easily. 2-2 is drilled into the outfield. And it is foul. It's so hard to tell from over here. The foul territory on the left field line over there is enormous. I feel like I can fit a football field over there, so it's really difficult to tell how much room there is between the foul line and the fence. 2-2 is outside, 3-2. So with 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs, Daniel will be off and running on the pitch. Faster than he's ever run before. There's the pitch, and there goes Daniel. Ball 4, the ball gets away. If Daniel was running fast, he'd make it to third. Runners at first and second now. Daniel should have been at third. Clearly, I wasn't speaking loud enough. Here's Nick. Fury's got a tournament this weekend at Legends Field in Oswego. They tracked the... Oh, there's a hot hit right to first. Picked up by Cameron. Takes it himself for out number 3. But 2-run score in the top half of the 4th. And at the end of 3.5, the Fury lead 13-2. Coming up in the bottom of the 4th inning for the Sportsyard Dirtbags, it's AJ, Matt, Blake, and Cameron coming up. Check out these sponsors. Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski, next to the Chinese food restaurant across the street from the bank. Power Play Sports, exit 47 off Interstate 81 in Watertown. Dupree's Cleaning Services, interior and exterior cleaning for residential, commercial, and industrial locations, and Glory Construction and Development. For all of your new building and new structure construction needs, if you're going to have it built in His glory. All right, here we go. First pitch is a ball. Swung on and fouled off. 1 ball and 1 strike on AJ. That pitch misses for a ball. Three balls and 1 strike. Ball 4. So AJ works a leadoff walk here. That'll bring up Matt, I believe. First pitch to Matt is a ball. Check swing call, strike 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. As a note, if you hit subscribe, if you subscribe to the channel, when I lose service again, when I come back, you can be alerted. I think you have to click subscribe and that little bell. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2-1 from Daniel. In there, call, strike 2. That one looked like it had some movement on it. Here's the 2-2 to Matt. Grab by Brett at first. Little bloop liner there to the first baseman for out number 1. You don't see that every day. That'll bring up Blake, I believe. First pitch to Blake misses, ball 1. Two balls and no strikes. It is a strike. I don't know if we need to fill his ego anymore. He is a Dallin. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Blake. There's a 2-2 from Daniel. And bounces and gets away, ball 3. It's going to allow AJ to get to second. He rounds second. He's going to hold up there. So full count on Blake. Up and in, ball 4. So Blake works a walk, and the first baseman, Cameron, steps up to the plate. First pitch to Cameron is a strike. And as it turns out, warming up in the bullpen for the Fury, I can't see him, is Cameron Dallin. That pitch is a ball. One is hit. Drops down in front of... Oh, it's foul. Wildly crooked. The backstop is not lined up with the infield. Makes it very difficult to figure out what the heck's going on over here. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Blake. Nope, on Cameron. That one's fouled off. Cameron stays alive. Blake's on first. AJ's on second. Cameron at the plate. Here's the 1-2 from Daniel. Swung on, foul back again. Here's the 1-2. Took something off of that one. A little nasty movement. Fouled off by Cameron one more time. Do the 1-2 one more time. Oh, it hit him. It hit him. Well, that's one way to avoid giving up a hit, is to hit him. Nice and softly on the shoe, I might add. So bases are now loaded for Noah. One out, bases loaded. Here comes Noah, the first of 2 left-handed batters in the Dirtbag lineup. And bounces, play at the plate, no play made. Runners move up. It is 13-3. I said he's the first lefty. He's the second lefty. Cameron's a lefty, too. There's a ball. 2 balls and no strikes. Just misses. 3-0. There's called strike 1. 3 balls and 1 strike on Noah. Strike 2. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the count is full on Noah. Inside, ball 4. The bases are loaded again. First pitch to Nolan is up and in, ball 1. That one's low, ball 2, 2-0. Outside, ball 3. Three balls, no strikes. Called strike 1. Rightfully so, Nolan was not moving that bat. He's had 5 or 6 balls thrown in a row. Let's see what he does in a 3-1. Called strike 2. Full count on Nolan. Inside, ball 4. And there's an RBI walk for Nolan. So 2 Broke Bombs is where I get all of my personalized equipment from. Stickers, cups, mugs, canned koozies, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, bracelets, you name it, they make it. Here's the first pitch to Cameron, number 2. One goes behind him, ball 1.
It's just funny.
I know.
It's funny to see you with a blanket and a hoodie when it's 95 degrees.
I don't have a blanket. Wait till
That
fall
one misses low, ball 2.
Yeah.
Two balls and no strikes on Cameron. 3 balls and no strikes on Cameron. And that's another run. 13-5 now. So it's a run and an RBI for Cameron. And it brings us to the top of the lineup. Here's Angel. Angel walked and popped out to third. He's 0 for 1. First pitch inside, ball 1. Low and in the dirt, ball 2. Two balls and no strikes. Daniel's just got to settle down and toss these balls over the plate. That one gets away. Everyone's going to move up. 1 base. 13-6. Three balls and no strikes on Angel. First base is open. There's called strike 1. 3-1. Outside, ball 4. Bases are loaded again. That'll bring up Corey. And coach is determined to get Daniel to mature a little bit on the mound. He's a good pitcher. Not sure what's happening right now. He's got to settle himself in and figure out how to throw strikes. It's okay for him to let his team hit the ball or field the ball. 2-0. Here's the 2-0 to Corey. Strike 1. Two ones high, 3-1. Three-one pitch is punched to short. Or second, throw over to first in time for out number 2. One run scores. And there are 2 outs. Corey grounds out 4-3 for out number 2. So second and third, 2 outs. Here's Derek. Derek's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. That ball gets away. It's a ball. That'll allow the runners to move up. 1 scores. Cameron scores, and Angel goes to third. It was now 13-8. And the Sportsyard has worked their way back within 5 runs. Here's the 1-0 to Derek. 2-0. That's in there for a strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. Call, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on. Out. I didn't even see where that went. Where did that go to short? What's that? Oh, Cash went right to third. So you guys saw it. You were watching the screen. Nice hard line drive right to Cash Stuber for the 3rd out. But the Sportsyard Dirtbags pick up 5 in the bottom of the 4th inning. And they now trail by a score of 13-8. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning. Wait a minute, 5 or 6? They got 6 that inning. Let's double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runs. Yep. So 13-8. Coming up in the top of the 5th inning for the Fury, it's the bottom 3, Gavin, Joe, Lucas, and then top of the order, Cameron, Cash, and Brett. Check out these sponsors. All right, the official word is this is the 5th and final inning of the game. Leading off the 5th and final inning for the Fury, Gavin Gwynn. If you're feeling generous and you want to help a brother out, I only put this up here because people have asked in the past. Feel free to donate so I can keep my equipment current. First pitch to Gavin, swing and a miss, strike one. High, ball one. This is AJ on the mound for Sportsyard. Swing and a miss, strike two. Gavin's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout. Gavin wants to touch first base. And Gavin reaches first. He swung and missed. The ball bounced off of the catcher. So it is a dropped third, E2. Gavin reaches first base. So with no outs and a runner on, here's Joe. Throw back to first. Gavin makes it in time. Pitch is high for a ball. Joe has walked in both of his plate appearances, 2-0. Off goes Gavin on that wild pitch. Safe at second. So with 2 walks, Joe is yet to have an official plate appearance. Pulls back on that one, 3-0. And that's ball 4. So Joe reaches first base in all of his plate appearances, has yet to have an official at-bat. That brings up Lucas Resigno. Lucas grounded out and reached on an error. He's 0 for 1. That first pitch is a strike. Swung on, foul back to the backstop. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs, runners at first and second. There's the 0-2 to Lucas. Swing and a miss. He is out. Oh, that ball gets thrown into the outfield. So, when there's less than 2 outs, and there's a runner on first, the drop third strike is not in effect. Lucas started to run, confused Joe. Joe started to run. That confused Gavin. Gavin started to run. Then they started to run back. Everybody's safe at second and third. Lucas is out. Here's Cameron Dallin. First pitch inside, ball 1. Ball 2. Hey, you want to video this for Mom? Oh, never mind. Okay. That is, 3-1 now. Oh, I hit a wrong button there. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ball 4. Cameron works a walk. Bases are loaded. So that'll bring up Cash with the bases loaded and 1 out. First pitch to Stuber, high, ball 1. It's called strike 1. That one low, 2 balls and 1 strike. Cash swings, ground ball to third, fielded by third baseman, throw to second for 1. Oh, it hit off his foot. It's a foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So runners will return to their bases. Swung on. That one's fair. Fielded by third base player. He touches on third, and that's all he's going to get. 1 run scores. So with 2 outs, it is 14-8. Runners at first and second for Brett DeGrenier. First pitch fouls out 1 off, strike 1. Brett just needs to get a single, and he'll score Cameron. That's a strike. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. 2 on. Top of the 5th. Check swing call. Strike 3. And that'll do it for the Fury. They pick up 1 run, and after 4.5, they lead 18-4. 14-8, not 18-4. 14-8. Oh my goodness, reading is fundamental. Coming up in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing by 6 runs, it's Chase, AJ, Matt, Blake, Cameron, and Noah. And they all need to reach if Sportsyard wants to come back. New pitcher on the mound for the Fulton Fury. It's number 40, Cameron Dallin. I'm putting up my PayPal and Venmo information in case you want to contribute monies. I only share it because I've been asked to in the past. It is through the support of my sponsors, whom you see, and viewers that donate money to me so that I can help keep my equipment current and continue to pay the excessive cell phone bill that I need to manage and maintain in order to broadcast these games from out the middle of open fields. All right, warm-ups are done. First pitch from Cameron to Chase. Outside, ball 1. Swung on, fouled, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 from Cameron. High, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. That one goes behind him. 3 balls and 1 strike. That one's fouled off at the plate. It's 3-2 now. Here's the 3-2 from Dallin. Swung on. Chopper to third. Foul. We'll do the 3-2 pitch again. Oh, that one misses low and outside. Ball 4. So Chase battles his way onto first base with the walk. That'll bring up AJ. AJ's grounded out to first and walked. First pitch swung on, popped up. Dallin underneath it. Nope, called off by Joe. And Joe makes a grab, out number 1. So with 1 out, that brings up Matt. Matt walked and a line drive to first. First pitch swung on, ground ball to third, miss, picked up at short, throw to first. There in, no, not in time. He dropped it. He dropped it. Runners at first and second. It's going to be an E3. Here's the first pitch to Blake. Misses, ball 1. Inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Excuse me. Pitch low and inside, 3-0. The bases are now loaded, courtesy of that walk. And 1 out. Here's Cameron. Cameron against Cameron. Cameron pitches. Cameron swings. Cameron pops it up. And it goes out of play. Here's the 0-1 from Cameron to Cameron. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes on Cameron from Cameron. The 0-2. In the dirt. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Oh, it hit him. Oh, it barely hit him, though. Come on now. So that'll score a run. It was now 14-9. Up steps Noah with 1 out and the bases loaded. First pitch is inside, ball 1. There's the 1-0. 2-0. Just misses. 3-0. There's a strike. 3 balls and 1 strike now. Oh, the umpire thought about it. Gave him the walk, though. It is now 14-10. That'll bring up Nolan to the plate. Gonna pitch up and in, ball 1. There's a strike. Yeah, that's strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Nolan. Call strike 3. Cameron rings him up looking for out number 2. So with 2 outs and the bases loaded, that brings up the number 11 batter. It's Cameron. First pitch misses, ball 1. That one's low, ball 2. So the tying run is at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Cameron from Cameron. There's the pitch. Call, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Sportsyard Dirtbags are down to their final strike. One bounces, ball 3. The runners will be going on this pitch. Bounces, ball 4. So now the winning run is at the plate. That brings up the top of the order, Angel, and it brings out the Furies coach. That gives me a moment to talk to you about my sponsors. Two Broke Moms, Power Play Sport. Oh, away they go. What happened? Power Play Sports, Dupree's Cleaning Services, and Glory Construction and Development. First pitch, Angel swinging and missing, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Swung on. Popped up. Center fielder makes the grab for out number 3. So the Sportsyard threaten. They bring this within 3. The Fulton Fury come away with a victory as they take this one home 14-11 in 5 innings of play. So from field number 6 at Hopkins Road in the final game of the summer season for this 14U Baseball League, I am the Dan Dallin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day, make it a great day, everyone.